everyone. Home decor trends come and go, but this year it's less about what's hot and what's not and more about how we see our society reflected in design. So Tamara has the top design movements you're going to be seeing a lot of. So happy you're with us today. And your first point, T, is going to appeal to anyone who wants something a little different.
Yes, well, the notion of perfectly imperfect is a great way to enter into 2021 because the perfect home or the perfect person is really just an illusion. So if you can embrace imperfection, you're really embracing authenticity, and that's translating big in the world of design. So I have with me Wallpaper and Fabric from Memo Showroom. And this line in particular, this is called from Sarah and Ruby. And what's different about them is that the wallpaper's not on a roll. They're hand-painted sheets. And then when you install them on the wall, you can see the seams, but that's part of the design. It's really beautiful. And then another thing we're seeing is sort of a return, a refreshed take on some of those DIY paint techniques of the 90s. And in this case, it's inspired by minerals, and you've got that splatter. And this is just another one where we're seeing that all over texture, okay, but it's uneven. I also have beautiful tile with me from Cityline. It's got this aged effect along the edge, and the polished version of it looks like antiqued mirror when you put it up. It's just gorgeous and has that depth that you wouldn't get with a brand new product. The glazed ceramic subway tile as well has that variegation and subtle nuances, again, that give it depth versus a traditional subway tile that's just clean and crisp.
I love that. I love that we're loosening up in our decor and being a little bit more forgiving with ourselves, all really beautiful as well. Now, we know hand washing has been on everyone's mind in 2020 and into the future, continues to be a big deal this year. So what do we see along those lines?
My favorite new fixture for kitchens is this touchless voice-activated faucet called You by Moen, and you can activate it with a wave sensor. You can ask it to do something. You can use your smartphone to turn it on, or of course you can use the handle. And the faucet, you can ask to dispense amounts of water as small as a tablespoon to as large as 15 gallons at a specific temperature. But my favorite aspect and feature of this is the hand washing function. So you can ask the faucet to wash your hands, and what it does is it turns on the water but then stops for 20 seconds so you can do that proper scrub, and then it starts again to give you a rinse.
Now you can just boss your faucet around. Watch my hands. I think that's very cool. Now, you also say that personalization is a big movement we're going to be seeing more of. Tell us about that.
Personalization is really about creating a unique home that tells a story, and it doesn't mean everything in your home has to be custom made. But what we're seeing is, for instance, with flooring, that's a great opportunity to do a custom installation of an off-the-shelf product. So I have a shot of some interesting flooring where the start and stop of ceramic and hardwood is quite unusual and different, and it makes a statement. And then you're not having your different flooring just relegated to different areas of the house. Now, I also love this hexagon tile. This is a porcelain stoneware, and these are sold individually, also from Cityline, and you can mix and match. So you can choose from different colors. I have a few here, and then install it. And of course, a contractor can help you with that, but if you need a bit more help planning, a designer can be involved as well.
Last but not least, I mean, you and I had a really robust, socially distanced conversation about this, and I know you feel very strongly about this. It's something we don't talk a lot about in relation to decor, but it's social justice, and it really does extend into every facet of our lives. So let's talk a little bit about that when it comes to trends in decor.
Really, coming out of 2020, if there's one thing that I'm super aware of, it's that if you're a person of privilege, you can use that to lift up others. So as a designer, it's really important to me that I'm trying to source from Black and Indigenous owned brands and basically companies that align with my values. So this line of wallpaper and fabric called Willie Weston is based from Australia. You can buy it here though, and all the artwork is created by Indigenous artists, and they're paid by the meter every time the fabric and wallpaper is produced. So it's like they get royalties in addition to their actual like income for the art. So that's a great one, and of course it's beautiful. And then another way we can give back is really supporting local. And so MBM Home and Life is a Black-owned business that just opened around the corner from my house, and I really wanted to showcase some product. All of this is from their store, but they make these cushions, and they're made from fabric remnants. So not only are they gorgeous, but they're also eco-friendly, and sustainability, of course, is another big movement we're seeing. The art behind me is also from a local gallery, Blue Crow, and the artist is Callie Gray. So, you know, those are just a few things we can do to give back with how we vote with our dollars.
Yeah, you walk the walk and you talk the talk, T, and I really respect that. So thank you. A really beautiful table of goods there.